Good morning, everyone. This is Lynn Sugiyama speaking on behalf of the Arizona Buddhist Temple here in Phoenix, Arizona. I want to thank all of you for watching us on the Arizona Buddhist Temple Facebook webpage and also on the YouTube channel Dharma in the Desert. Unfortunately, we're not able to meet at the temple, but today I'd like to commemorate our loved ones who have passed away during this month of October. Today is our commemoration of the October Shotsuki Hoyo. So I'd like to go ahead and read the list of our loved ones who have passed away during this month. This is in memory of Tsuneo Amemiya, in memory of Aiko Fowler, in memory of Muneo Fuji, in memory of Chieko Goto, in memory of Akiko Hennessy, in memory of John Shigeyuki Hirohata, in memory of Sally Sueko Ishikawa, in memory of Albert Kurata, in memory of Yoshikatsu Kuwae, in memory of Kojiro Maruyama, in memory of Etsuko Matsumori, in memory of Kazutaro Mihara, in memory of Tameji Miyamoto, in memory of Fumiko Nakagawa, in memory of Shigeno Nakamura, in memory of Kita Okabe, in memory of Masaru Oshita, in memory of Mary Pelelier, in memory of Sumie Sakato, in memory of Nobuyoshi Roy Sato, in memory of Hajime Sugiyama, in memory of Kikue Sugiyama, in memory of Donald Kiyoshi Tsujishi, in memory of Akira Floyd Takiguchi, in memory of Harold Haruo Tono, in memory of Ben Hyoe Yabuno, in memory of Floyd Yamamoto, in memory of Yasuko Yamamoto, in memory of Fumio Francis Yamaoka, in memory of Shizuko Yamashita Baker, and in memory of Richard Tadao Yoshimi. This is the list I have for the month of October. If there's any loved one who has been left off, please let the Arizona Buddhist Temple know. Please call us at area code 602-278-0036. Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Let's now hear the Dharma message from Reverend Gibbs from the Pasadena Buddhist Temple. Thank you very much.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning. Thank you for viewing this service. Thank you for participating in this service for us. Again, we have several purposes for this particular talk, but I'm originally recording this for October 11th of 2020. I know some of you may view it at another time. As I speak with you, we are still facing a worldwide COVID-19 pandemic. We're still amidst an emotionally charged election. I voted. I hope you will too. Whoever you're voting for, go do it. Express your views. We're still seeing protests and violent counter-protests and police violence and violence against police. We're in the midst of a sea of troubles. We really are. Living currently amidst a sea of troubles, can we hold course? Can we prevent sinking? Do you feel like you're sinking? You're not sinking. We're not sinking. We are, you know what I'm going to tell you, we are on a train, so to speak, whose inevitable destination is enlightenment, awakening. Enlightenment is wholesome living, productive, fulfilling living. Enlightenment will be all dreams come true. And we will pull into that station one day. However, our tradition is not just about getting there. The quality of our traveling is important. The quality of our lives and the lives of those around us as we journey is important. We live our lives in the midst of many challenges, threats, and disappointments. This metaphor of taking a journey, this vision of traveling from one shore to the other, is important. This symbol of moving away from a bad situation and moving on to another shore where we can live happily and productively, this is an important vision. It is valuable in giving us a sense of who we are and where we are going. However, again, the journey itself is important. This life we are living right now is valuable. This world is not a vale of tears. This life is not something to get through, just so we can get on to somewhere else that's better. This too could be the Lotus Land. This world too could be a realm of light, if we saw it clearly and we acted well. If we all could see life clearly and act well within it, act wholesomely within it, this would be another Lotus Land, a realm of light. Now, I sometimes mess up pretty badly. Perhaps one or two of you observing this service, listening to this Dharma talk, never make serious mistakes. Well, I do. I do make mistakes. I do the wrong thing lots of the time. Now, in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, we have a perspective of being protected by the Buddha's promise. We believe that we are included in the universal awakening, independent of, irrespective of, our individual moral worth. However, we'd still like to live well. We'd like not to be so much trouble to others. I'd like not to be so much trouble to others. I'd like to stop messing up all the time. How can I do better? How can we do better? Well, one way of moving out of the darkness and into the light is to remember that we are included in this promise. Shinran, our denominational founder, was not impressed by people who made a big deal of repenting their wrongdoing and promising to do better. We hear a lot of that, don't we, these days? Instead, he advised us, our denominational founder, Shinran, advised us simply to remember that we are loved and cared for, accepted and forgiven by the Buddha, by the realm of the Buddha, by the promise of the Buddha. And remembering this, to go on to see how we choose to live. So allow me to read to you this morning from Shinran's oral teachings as preserved in Article 16 of the Tani Sho. When I quote this off the top of my head, I'm sorry, I often say it's Article 14. This is Article 16 or Chapter 16 of the oral teachings of our denominational founder, Shinran Shonin, the Tani Sho, and I'll read the last 2/3 of it. Suppose that attainment of birth into the Pure Land and enlightenment were possible only by going through changes of heart and repenting every day when we do wrong. In that case, if life, which comes to an end without warning, in an instant, before the lapsing of the breath can be drawn again, if we were to cease before the final act of repentance, or without our abiding in a state of gentle-heartedness and forbearance, then would not Amita's vow to grasp us, never to abandon us, be rendered meaningless? If we're distracted, you believed in this stuff, but you're not thinking about it, and then die in a bad state of mind, we don't look at it that way. That's not something to worry about. Again, reading from Shinran's teachings, some claim with their lips that they entrust themselves to the power of the vow, and yet harbor in their hearts the thought that even though the Buddha's vow could save the evil person, even a person that's evil beyond conceivability, after all, it saves the good in particular, and to doubt the power of the vow, to fail to entrust to the other power, and so to be destined to birth in a borderland, how lamentable that is. If shinjin, if true trusting becomes settled, birth will be brought about by the Buddha's working, by Amida's working, so there needs to be no designing on our parts. Even when our thoughts and deeds are bad, evil, even then, if we turn all the more deeply to the power of the vow, gentle-heartedness and forbearance will arise naturally through the working of naturalness. Whatever may occur as far as birth is concerned, one should just recall constantly and unself-consciously the depths of Amida Buddha's benevolence and one's gratitude for it, without any contriving. Then the Nembutsu will emerge. This is the meaning of naturalness. Naturalness is none other than being free of calculation. It is itself the Buddha's power. So ours is indeed a simple path. We believe reality itself has forgiven us for our many failings, accepts us as we are, wishes to transform us for the better, wishes us to draw us into a realm of light, goodness, and warmth. Remembering that you are accepted by the depths of reality, by the Buddha, just as you are. Remembering that you are included in a universal, liberating process of awakening. Then see how grateful you may become or how thankful you may live. Perhaps you may find, as Shinran tells us, that gentle-heartedness, endurance, forbearance emerge naturally in our daily living. We rely upon the Buddha's promise for our positive growth. We'll rely upon the Buddha to pull us forward and transform us. Other sorts of Buddhists do it themselves, and well they may. But I will just trust in the Buddha's compassion to change me. Some of you are participating in this service because you want Buddhist guidance for living. I hope what I've said so far this morning will be of some help. If not, you may want to explore Zen Buddhism or the insight meditation tradition or Hindu yoga. But some of us at this service are recalling deceased loved ones. As I began composing this Dharma talk, you may not think these are composed, but I give it some thought ahead of time, write down a few things, alter it. As I began composing this Dharma talk, 2 people passed away before I could complete it. One, my friend, Reverend Kakuye Tada, and the other, just informed very briefly earlier, my father-in-law passed away. So, we do, among our services, we do the Shotsuki Hoyo every month to remember those who passed away in a particular month, And I have, over the years, I've had more and more people to remember, up to the point where it got to where 11 months out of the year, I'd lost somebody close to me. And then now my father-in-law passed away in October, so now it's every month in the year. October, my father-in-law, my friend Taki Kiriyama. In November, my mother passed away. So every month I got somebody to think of, and if you do, try to consider that to be a good thing. My mom passed away November 24th of 1992. My dad, December 15th of 1994, and I still think about them all the time. We are on a journey. We are on a journey to a realm of profound oneness. In the Buddha's realm, our losses will be reconciled. In the Buddha's pure nirvanic realm, there is no separation. We are on a journey, and the course has been set by the Buddha. We are on a journey, but we are not traveling alone. We are traveling together as a Sangha, as a community. We will pull into that station. But enjoy the journey. Appreciate the journey. Appreciate your lives, as I will try to appreciate mine. And along the way, on occasion, remembering that there is a caring embracing us, we will say the Buddha's name. Some of us will. And those who are of a mind to this morning, as I close this service, I'll ask you to say the Buddha's name along with me a few times. We rely upon the source of limitless wisdom and endless life. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Thank you very much.